Imagine waking up every day with the certainty that wealth is not just a possibility but an inevitable part of your reality. What if the life you dream of, overflowing with financial freedom, abundance, and success, was already within your grasp, waiting for you to unlock it? The truth is, this power is already within you. You've been conditioned to believe that success is something you chase, something that comes with time, effort, and struggle. But what if I told you the real secret to financial success is to stop chasing it and start living it? The key lies in programming your subconscious mind. Neville Goddard, a visionary thinker, cracked the code to manifestation when he revealed that the mind, especially the subconscious, is not a passive observer of reality but an active creator. You can reshape your financial future by mastering your inner world. The steps are simple yet profound. It's not about working harder, it's about believing deeper. Today, you'll discover how to unlock this hidden power using Neville Goddard's method, and how you can begin reshaping your financial destiny starting right now. What you've been waiting for, you've already had the power to create all along. The power within you, unlocking your creative potential. The power within you is far greater than you've been taught to believe. It's not something external that you need to chase or attain. It's already a part of you, embedded deep within your mind, ready to be harnessed and activated. This power is the creative potential that drives everything you experience in life. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs shape your reality, and unlocking this inner power is the first step toward creating the life you desire, especially when it comes to financial success. At the core of your being, you possess an incredible ability to influence the world around you. The human mind, particularly the subconscious, is a vast, untapped resource. We often go through life unaware of the immense power that lies dormant within us, allowing external circumstances and limitations to dictate our actions. However, once you begin to recognize the creative potential you hold, everything changes. Neville Goddard's teachings highlight the critical importance of understanding that your mind is not just a processor of thoughts, it is a creator of reality. Everything you experience externally starts with a thought. That thought becomes a belief, and that belief shapes your action. The key to unlocking this creative power is realizing that your thoughts and feelings are not mere reactions to external events. They are the blueprints for your future. To tap into this power, you must first let go of the notion that life happens to you. Instead, you must accept the reality that life responds to you. You are the creator of your circumstances. You are the one who holds the key to unlocking a new financial reality, not by forcing the universe to deliver, but by aligning your subconscious with the outcome you desire. The mind is like a fertile garden. Whatever seed you plant, be it positive or negative, will eventually grow and manifest. The more consistently you plant the seeds of abundance, the stronger and more apparent your financial reality becomes. And just as a garden requires care, attention, and proper cultivation, so does the subconscious mind. The first step in unlocking your creative potential is to control your inner dialogue. The thoughts that constantly run through your mind dictate your experience. If your thoughts are rooted in scarcity, fear, or lack, your subconscious will continue to create more of that reality. However, if you begin to consistently think thoughts of abundance, prosperity, and success, your subconscious mind will start to align with those beliefs, paving the way for opportunities, success, and wealth to flow into your life. The second step is visualization. Your subconscious mind responds to vivid mental imagery. When you visualize yourself already living the life of financial success you desire, you impress that vision upon your subconscious. It doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. When you see yourself living in abundance, your subconscious starts to build that reality for you. This is the essence of the law of assumption, a concept Neville Goddard emphasized. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and it must manifest. Finally, remember that unlocking your creative potential is not a one-time event. It's a process of reprogramming your subconscious mind to believe in the possibility of your financial success, even when external evidence may suggest otherwise. Persistence is key. You must continuously reaffirm your power, consciously choosing thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that align with your goals. The power within you is limitless. Your subconscious mind is the tool that can shape your financial success. You are not bound by your past or by the circumstances around you. The creative potential within you is all you need to unlock the life you desire. The more you harness this power, the more your reality will transform to reflect the abundance you know you deserve. 2. The law of assumption. The key to manifestation. The law of assumption is one of the most powerful and often misunderstood concepts in manifestation. According to Neville Goddard, the law of assumption states that whatever you assume to be true, whether good or bad, will manifest in your reality. The key to this law is not merely believing in the possibility of something happening, but living as if it has already happened. It's about embodying the feeling of already having what you desire, and in doing so, the universe begins to align itself to reflect this internal state. At its core, the law of assumption is rooted in the understanding that your external world is a reflection of your internal state. Your thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions shape the reality you experience. When you assume something to be true, your subconscious mind takes that assumption as fact and works to bring it into your life. This is why Neville Goddard emphasized that assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Let's break down how this works. The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. Your subconscious mind operates in the realm of feelings and assumptions, not logic. When you assume something, whether it's your financial success, love, or health, as already fulfilled, your subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between a present reality or an imagined one. It accepts this assumption and begins to influence your thoughts, behaviors, and actions in accordance with that assumption. Your assumption creates your reality. The world around you is shaped by your assumptions, not by what you think is logical or real. For example, if you assume that money is easy to come by and that you are financially abundant, your subconscious mind will begin to work in the background, influencing you to take actions, make decisions, and attract opportunities that align with that assumption. It's the same with any desire you have: love, success, health. Your assumption about the situation is the blueprint that the universe follows. Living in the end. The power of acting as if. Neville's method requires you to live as if your desired outcome has already been realized. This is known as living in the end. This means you no longer need to act from a place of lack, waiting for something to happen in the future. You assume the feeling of success, prosperity, or any other desire now. If you want financial freedom, act as if you're already financially free. Walk, talk, and think like someone who has already achieved the success you desire. By doing this, you begin to attract experiences, people, and opportunities that align with that assumption. Why assumption trumps affirmations alone? While affirmations can be powerful, they often fall short if they're not backed by a strong assumption. Simply repeating "I am wealthy" without truly feeling it or embodying the state of being wealthy won't create lasting change. The law of assumption works because it requires you to step into the emotional state of your desire being already fulfilled. It's not just about words, it's about deeply feeling what it would be like to have your desire now. The subtle power of persistence. The law of assumption is most effective when practiced consistently. As you persist in assuming that your desire is already fulfilled, your subconscious mind starts to reshape your reality accordingly. You may not see immediate results, but with time, persistence, and belief, the external world must mirror your internal state. It's important to remain unwavering in your assumption, regardless of external circumstances. Every moment is an opportunity to assume and embody the outcome you desire. The law of assumption is the key to unlocking your manifestations. It is not about waiting for something to change in the external world. It's about assuming that change has already occurred and living from that place of certainty. By mastering the art of assumption, you step into the flow of your desires, creating a reality that matches your inner vision. 3. Visualization and emotion. The bridge between the conscious and subconscious. Visualization and emotion are the twin engines of manifestation. Together, they act as a bridge that connects the conscious mind, the mind that sets goals and thinks logically, with the subconscious, the mind that shapes reality. Neville Goddard's teachings emphasize that what we impress upon the subconscious mind will inevitably manifest in our outer reality. Visualization and emotion are the tools you use to impress your desires upon the subconscious mind, creating the conditions for them to materialize in your life. The power of visualization. Visualization is far more than simply picturing your goals. It's a practice that involves mentally immersing yourself in the experience of already having achieved your desires. It's the act of creating a detailed mental image of your success, wealth, or abundance, and mentally reliving it as if it's happening right now. This practice does not just activate the mind, it taps into the emotional power that drives manifestation. When you visualize, you engage the creative forces of the subconscious. It cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined event and a real one. In fact, when you create a mental image that feels real, your subconscious treats it like a current reality. For example, visualizing yourself with financial freedom, living in a house of your dreams, waking up to abundance, sends a message to your subconscious that this is who you are and what you are capable of. This is the foundation of Neville Goddard's law of assumption. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. But visualization alone isn't enough. You must back it up with emotion. The role of emotion in manifestation. Emotion is the amplifier. It is the energy that strengthens the force of your visualization and accelerates manifestation. Emotions are the fuel that drives your intentions into the subconscious mind. When you visualize, you must feel as though your desires have already been fulfilled. Imagine the joy, excitement, and gratitude that would naturally arise if you had already achieved your financial success. These emotional states are magnetic. They add intensity to your thoughts and make them more powerful in the subconscious. The subconscious mind doesn't just respond to logical thoughts. It responds to feelings. That's why when you visualize, you must embody the emotions tied to your desire. The feeling of wealth, the joy of financial freedom, the relief of having all your bills paid effortlessly. These are the emotions that send your desires into the subconscious mind. Think of it like sending a radio signal. Your visualization is the station, and your emotions are the frequency. The stronger and clearer the emotional energy, the more potent the signal you send to your subconscious. Over time, this emotional frequency will manifest itself into physical reality, creating a vivid experience. To fully harness the power of visualization and emotion, make your mental images as vivid as possible. Engage all your senses. See the details of your surroundings, hear the sounds, feel the textures, and even smell the scent. The more sensory rich your visualization, the more real it becomes for your subconscious mind. Your mind doesn't recognize the difference between imagination and reality. The clearer and more sensory involved the image, the more it will feel as though it's already real. In addition, spend time in this visualization regularly. The repetition helps to reinforce the belief that what you are visualizing is real. As you repeat the process, you'll begin to feel those emotions more deeply and more often. This is the key to ingraining your desires into your subconscious. The subconscious mind responds to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. In conclusion, visualization and emotion are the combined forces that work together to program the subconscious mind. Visualization plants the seed of your desires and emotion waters. Without emotional involvement, your visualization remains a distant, abstract idea. With emotion, it becomes a vivid, living reality within you. As Neville Goddard teaches, when you feel the wish fulfilled, you are impressing upon your subconscious mind a belief in its own fulfillment. The subconscious then works tirelessly to bring this belief into the physical world. By mastering the practice of visualization and emotion, you tap into the creative power of your mind, effortlessly aligning your inner world with the abundant life you deserve. 4. Living in the end. Reprogramming your identity. To truly harness the power of manifestation, one of the most transformative principles is living in the end, a concept made famous by Neville Goddard. This principle is the key to reprogramming not just your subconscious mind but your entire identity. It's about acting, feeling, and thinking as though the reality you desire has already been realized. The moment you fully adopt this mindset, you begin to change the very fabric of your existence. At its core, living in the end is a shift in perception. It's about stopping the pursuit of financial success and instead becoming the version of yourself who already possesses it. When you live in the end, you are no longer chasing success, waiting for it to come, or wondering when it will show up. Instead, you embody the person who already has everything they need and want. This is a profound mental shift that changes everything. Shift from a state of lack to a state of abundance. Most people live their lives in a state of lack. They see their current circumstances as evidence of what they don't have. Not enough money, not enough opportunities, not enough time. This mindset creates a cycle of scarcity, perpetuating the belief that they are not deserving of success. Living in the end, however, is about flipping this perspective entirely. You must begin to see the world through the lens of abundance. In the mind of someone living in the end, there is no scarcity. There is no waiting for the next paycheck, the next opportunity, or the next lucky break. Instead, there is already abundance, prosperity, and success. When you begin to identify as someone who already has everything, you stop seeing yourself as a person lacking what you desire, and instead, you start to see the world as a place where everything you need is already in your possession. Act as the person you want to become. Neville Goddard emphasizes that assumption creates reality. This means that your actions, thoughts, and feelings must align with your end goal. It's not about waiting for the external world to change before you change your behavior. It's about acting as though your desired reality is already true. For instance, if you desire financial success, start living as if you already have it. Dress as the person who's financially free, speak with confidence and security, make decisions based on the abundance you've already assumed. Your identity will shift as you align your actions with your assumption. If you wait for the physical evidence to appear first, you are essentially telling the universe that you don't believe in the possibility of your success. But when you live in the end, the external reality must follow your inner world. Think from the end, not of the end. One of the biggest mistakes people make in manifestation is focusing on the how or the when of their desire. They think about their goal in a way that keeps them emotionally and mentally disconnected from it. Instead, you must think from the end, the mindset of someone who has already achieved their goal. Instead of thinking, I want to be rich, you must begin thinking, I am wealthy. Feel the emotions of that reality now. When you think from the end, you are already living as the person you intend to become, and that energy will align you with the opportunities, people, and circumstances that will bring that manifestation into your life. Create a mental image of your desired reality. Neville Goddard stresses the importance of visualization. But this is not just a passive exercise, it's a vital practice to live in the end. Close your eyes and imagine your life as though you've already achieved your financial goal. Feel the emotions associated with your success, whether it's relief, pride, or joy. See yourself in your new reality, surrounded by the results of your manifestation. The more vivid and consistent this mental image becomes, the more it seeps into your subconscious mind. Your identity shifts as the subconscious accepts this new reality as truth. Eventually, your actions, beliefs, and experiences will mirror the success you've imagined. Live with certainty, not doubt. Living in the end requires unwavering certainty. Doubts are the natural enemy of manifestation. When you doubt, you are aligning with the belief that your desires are not yet realized, and you keep the door open for uncertainty to influence your reality. On the other hand, living in the end means committing fully to the reality of your success. To truly live in the end, you must believe without a shadow of a doubt that your financial success is already here. When doubts arise, acknowledge them, but do not allow them to define you. The more you embody the person who already has everything they desire, the less room there is for doubt to take hold. Living in the end is not just about visualizing a future where your financial success is a reality. It's about becoming that version of yourself in every way. It's about living today as if your desires are already fulfilled. By doing so, you shift your identity, your thoughts, and your actions. The universe must respond to the person you have become. You stop waiting for success and start embodying, and in doing so, your financial reality will begin to mirror the success you've already achieved. 5. Sleep and persistence. The gateway to subconscious transformation. Sleep is often overlooked as a powerful tool for manifestation, but Neville Goddard knew its importance. It is during sleep that the conscious mind quiets and the subconscious mind takes center stage. This is where the true magic happens. The state between wakefulness and sleep, often referred to as the hypnagogic state, is where your mind is most suggestible and open to the seeds of your desires. This is the golden window where you can reprogram your subconscious mind to align with your financial goals. Sleep, a direct path to the subconscious. When you go to sleep, your conscious mind, your rational, overthinking self, relaxes and your subconscious mind, the silent creator, begins to take over. This is when it's easiest to plant the seeds of your desires. Your subconscious mind does not differentiate between reality and imagination. What you impress upon it, especially right before sleep, becomes your truth. Neville Goddard taught that the last thoughts you hold before sleep are critical. The mind is like fertile soil, and the ideas you plant at this time grow overnight. If you focus on your financial goals right before sleep, your subconscious begins working on manifesting them. Visualize your success vividly, as if you've already achieved everything you desire. Feel the joy, the pride, and the abundance of that moment. By doing this, you're embedding your financial success into the very core of your subconscious mind. How to use sleep for manifestation. To harness the power of sleep, begin by lying down in a comfortable position and quieting your mind. If thoughts of doubt or worry arise, gently push them aside. Then vividly imagine the life you want, see yourself living it, feel the emotions that come with it. This isn't just wishful thinking, this is the act of creating. You are impressing your subconscious mind with the belief that you already possess financial abundance. Repetition is key. Just like training a muscle, the more consistently you practice this method, the stronger your belief in your success becomes. If you do this nightly, you are training your subconscious to believe that financial success is inevitable for you. Over time, your subconscious will begin to shape your thoughts, actions, and decisions to align with your new reality. Persistence, staying the course. Persistence is the second vital component of subconscious transformation. It's not enough to visualize your desires once or twice and expect them to materialize. Just as a farmer doesn't plant seeds and expect crops to grow immediately, you must stay persistent in programming your mind. The world may present evidence to the contrary. Your bank account may still show a negative balance and opportunities may seem scarce, but persistence is key. Neville Goddard often emphasized that what we see in the physical world is simply the result of our past assumptions. When you persist in your belief, in your assumption that financial abundance is already yours, you are sending a clear message to the universe: this is my truth. I will not waver. Persistence doesn't mean obsessing over the outcome. It means maintaining unwavering faith in the process, trusting that your subconscious mind is actively working on your behalf. When doubts arise, remind yourself that what you are doing is not wishful thinking. It is reprogramming your internal belief system to align with your financial desires. The synergy of sleep and persistence. The power of sleep combined with persistence creates a feedback loop of transformation. By consistently impressing your desires upon your subconscious mind right before sleep and persisting in your belief, you are building a new, more powerful internal narrative. Over time, this persistent belief will influence your external world. Opportunities will arise, your actions will become more aligned with abundance, and your financial reality will shift to match the assumptions you've planted in your subconscious. In conclusion, sleep and persistence are the gateway to subconscious transformation. Use sleep as a tool to program your mind, and combine it with the persistence to never let go of your assumption that success is yours. Together, they form a powerful force for manifesting your financial desires. The power to create the life you desire is already within you. This is not just a lofty statement or an abstract idea, it's a truth grounded in the very nature of existence. You are not a passive participant in the world you experience, but the active creator of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions shape your reality, and when you tap into the immense power of your subconscious mind, you unlock the potential to manifest anything, especially financial success. Neville Goddard's teachings are rooted in this simple yet profound concept. You are the architect of your reality. Every thought, every assumption, and every feeling you hold is like a blueprint that your subconscious mind works tirelessly to bring to fruition. The material world may appear separate from your inner world, but in reality it's a direct reflection of the thoughts and beliefs you carry within you. For far too long, many have believed that financial success is something that happens to a select few, that it's a game of luck, circumstance, or effort. But this is not true. Financial abundance is available to all, and it begins with shifting your internal state. The truth is that you've been waiting for external conditions to change, to prove that you are worthy of wealth, but the real shift comes when you realize that you are the one who must change first. You don't need to wait for the perfect circumstances, the right opportunity, or the best moment. The moment is now. You have the ability to alter your financial destiny by changing your internal assumptions and beliefs. This doesn't mean merely thinking positive thoughts, it means fully embodying the feeling and belief that you already have what you desire. When you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the state of having your financial success, you will see the world begin to shift around you. The power to create wealth is not about accumulating more knowledge or adding more external resources. It's about shifting your internal belief system. As Neville Goddard teaches, living as if your desires are already fulfilled activates the power within you. You must not only imagine your success, but believe it as if it has already occurred. This is where true power lies, in assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You must become the person who has already achieved the financial success you desire. This is not a future version of yourself, but the current version of you that holds the unshakable belief in the reality of that success. The person who has the wealth, freedom, and success you want already exists within you. By stepping into that identity, you align yourself with the energy of wealth, and the universe will mirror that alignment in your external world. The journey to financial success is not a distant road, it is an internal shift. You are already the person who can create the life you want. The resources, opportunities, and wealth you desire are already available to you. They are waiting for you to tap into your inner power and recognize the infinite potential within your mind. The moment you realize this, the game changes. Your subconscious mind is an unlimited source of creativity, and by mastering it, you unlock your potential to manifest anything. The key to financial success is not outside of you, it's within you. Already. It always has been. Now it's time to step into your power and create the life you were meant to live.